Hi guys, y'all see Jasmine in the background. I just wanted to jump on real quick. So Marshall, just jump on real quick and just share some stuff that was on my heart. Hope everybody's enjoying their day off. And going to do some great activities today. I'm here, of course, in Jacksonville, Florida, enjoying this weather. I want to make sure that I get the most of it because it rains a lot here. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was relinquishing, or detoxing. And I noticed a lot lately. I've been seeing was not a new thing, but about products that you can buy to enhance your body's functions, your immune system. They got gums, they have nasal products and all that kind of good stuff, which is good. But I think ultimately what I do want to share is that we tend to depend a lot on external factors and external motivations, which is eventually going to turn us right back around to what it is that we really faced with. And that's dealing with ourselves. Back in the day, I remember individuals that had products that said, man, you can keep on eating that pizza, that chocolate, that ice cream. All you got to do is take this tea or take these tablets, and you can keep on doing what you're doing. And for whatever reason, that just didn't sound right. It's like, why would I want to keep doing what I'm doing when I realize that it's stressing my body? It's stressing my immune system. My body is not able to optimize and heal itself. Well, um, there is a way to allow your body to self-regulate. And I'm gonna just share with you my practices and the things that help me, because you guys know I'm very active, right? By day I'm a construction professional, manager, and you can say by night or by passion or my side hustle. What up, Skiggy? My side hustle is being an energy awareness coach. And I realized, even being a martial art practitioner for the past 20 years, that there was a time, even in my martial art journey, I had an issue. I was using an inhaler. I had acidosis. My body pH wasn't balanced. And I thought within myself, everything should have been working out because I was doing all the right things. Man, a true detox, truly relinquishing, has nothing about a yang energy or what you're doing, and more about the yin energy being receptive. True relinquishing is dealing with yourself, is doing the hard thing, and that's getting quiet. It's fasting, it's doing the things that your body doesn't want to do. Fasting, cutting out things that are not serving your highest good. While we're living in this physical dimension and duality, balance is so important for your immune functions. And we can't remain balanced or allow our pH, our kidneys, to catch up if we're always in the process of putting our body under stress. See, it's important to know that there are three types of stress factors. You have physical stress and chemical stress, which everybody knows about. Physical stress is you not ergonomically sitting correctly, not having the right posture when you walk, when you stand, when you sit. working at the computer, looking over at your phone, you putting your muscles in an imbalance and causing stress, inflaming your system. The chemical imbalance is you not eating correctly. Another chemical imbalance is nutritional deficiencies, vitamin deficiencies, pesticides, things like that. Excessive, whatever that's going to throw off your chemical or hormonal balance. But the biggest thing that stressor that's taking a lot of people out there is the emotional stress. And why is it the emotional stress? Because it's dealing with your mind. How do you slow your mind down in order to synchronize with your metabolic rhythm? That's right. You have an energetic signature, just like your fingerprint. There will never be one. There never was one, and never be a fingerprint like yours physically. Well, there's a metabolic energetic signature that you have that can never be created. And you have a design and a purpose that cannot be replicated. But it's difficult to actually, or I don't want to say difficult. Let me reword that, because words are important in vibration. It's a challenge to actually sync up if you're not willing, or if we're not willing to reboot, relinquish, defragment, call it what you want, detox, to remove the stress, to give the body an opportunity to die all the way down so it can reset itself. There was a part of my martial art training when we were with my sons. We went in advanced training, and it was a long period of time when we had to fast. Fasted so long that a lot of the health issues that I dealt with began to dissipate. Was it difficult? Yes, it was difficult, but it was necessary. Your body is designed to heal itself. Your body's job is to do one thing, and that's heal itself. But we must give it the opportunity to. But if we're always in success, or what we define as success mode or pushing forward mode, I just challenge ourselves to take a look at that drive and consider other opportunities to balance our energies within our body, because we're energetic beings living a human experience, right? If we're always physically pushing forward, I always look at that as us being motivationally inspired. But when we're trying to line up with our energetic signature, our metabolic rhythm, that takes inspiration. And inspiration is something that comes from being quiet. And so there are certain techniques that I teach about quiet and body. And the number one technique that I use on a daily basis to cultivate my awareness, to expand my energetics, frequency, is breath work. Breath work. I could probably talk from now until next week about how important your alignment with your breath is. And I'm going to give you just a little taste of how important not just breathing is, but correct breathing. So we think we need more oxygen. It's not about needing more oxygen. It's about optimizing the oxygen that's already in your body. So you have this protein in your blood, right? It's hemoglobin protein. And it's about 90% in your red blood cells. And its job is to hold on and release the oxygen molecules. The only thing we have to understand is that that hemoglobin protein will not release the oxygen molecule within your body if your pH is not balanced, if you don't have a balanced carbon input within your body, the carbon within your body. Give you an example. Thinking you needed more oxygen and breathing more and breathing fast, it's all necessary, it's all important. But if you're in a constant state of breathing fast, you're throwing your body and your pH out of whack. The average, I've heard this on different American health journals, the average American breath respiration is like 10 to 15 breaths per minute. That's not good. That's stressful. Your immune system is not optimizing at its optimal function in order for your body to restore and heal itself, so that you're thinking, you're firing at your most optimal self in order to streamline the productivity of your day, your team, your business, and everything else you have out in front of you. You're not optimal because you're breathing too fast. Your immune system is pulling out cortisol or stress or inflammation, and this is where your body is not able to fight off sicknesses. This is your body eventually having problems sleeping, waking up because you stop breathing, because you're hyperventilating, you're breathing too much. Your body is starved of oxygen. Breath work is the process of slowing your breath down. Control. Let me tell you something. I teach in a class. You can mess with my fingers, my arms, my legs. You can mess with my house. You can mess with my dog, but don't mess with my breath. Don't mess with my breath. Don't mess with my breath. Why? The breath is so important to our life here on earth. So that's why it's important to cultivate your awareness through breath work. Not just any breath work, but controlled breath work. What does the controlled breath work do? The controlled breath work helps balance the oxygen and carbon within your body. Balancing the carbon and the oxygen in your body, when you build up the carbon within your body, what happens is that signals to your brain to release a hormone to speak to the hemoglobin that's holding on to the oxygen to release the oxygen molecule. This is when you slow your breath patterns down. What you want your breath pattern to be is somewhere around 6 to 7 breaths per minute when you're totally relaxed. And that's challenging to do if you're in a state of stress. I was sitting in the hospital one day getting my blood pressure, and I was totally relaxed. And I'm keen on my blood pressure. But the nurse practitioner said that it was elevated, and I started getting a little offended. I was like, elevated? Yeah, she said that it was you guys know what I'm saying? It's pre-diabetes. You got to watch yourself. I got offended, and I was like, not the coach, not me with the elevated blood pressure. And so what I did was I went to sit down and just began to feel my body, because I didn't realize, my breath rate. And as I sat there, I could feel, and I began to slow my breath down, and I just began to relax and take in that, yeah, there possibly could be something wrong with me. I started feeling the acid coming up my esophagus. Look, let me tell you something. When you develop a relationship with your breath, you understand that life is more than just about feeling good. and you understand that it's probably a little bit more about being good at feeling. It's one thing to always be in the mind of feeling good, but it's a whole nother thing to be in the mindset or being good at feeling. Feeling your internal organs, feeling your body, knowing when this is a yes for you or a no for you. Everything that you need, every answer, the answer you've been waiting for is you. It's all of your answers are on the inside. And when somebody comes and shares something with you, this should be a confirmation because you already know the answer. Sometimes we lose that ability to feel and to discern. To lose sight of our intuition is because we're stressed. We're breathing too much. So what I did was, when I was sitting there at that chair, I was upset. When I left that doctor's office, what did I do? Relinquish. I detox. I did everything I needed to do, defrag, whatever you want to call it, fast. And for the next 3 days, I came up missing. On my phone, on my at the dinner table, and I was already doing my breath work, but there were other things that contributed to my blood pressure going up. Well, when I had to return 10 days later, I came in that doctor's office with an attitude like, yeah, you're going to take my blood pressure now. We're going to do it. She took my blood pressure. She's like, man, what you do? Your blood pressure is perfect. The thing is that we know what it is that's necessary for us. What works for me may not work for you. But when you get quiet and you build and strengthen up your frequency, your internal person, your energy, your spirit, then you begin to hear better your intuition, your feeling state as it relates to what it is, where it is, what portal, what timeline, what frequency you should be on. There's people that you're talking to that you shouldn't be in relationship with. Don't mean that they're bad. It just means that timing right now may be causing you not to be sensitive to the unctionings, or sensitive to the portals, or sensitive to the synchronicities that the universe is trying to show you. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it there, because I can, like I said, go all. Thank you for being with me. Enjoy your weekend festivities. Be safe. And remember, if you tuned in, this is probably your opportunity to understand that the answer that you've been looking for is you. Ultimately, the place that you're seeking from is the place that you're seeking for. Thank you. Thank you, Marshall. And use this opportunity to understand what it means to relinquish and cultivate your awareness. All right. If you have any questions, concerns, reach out to me in my bio. I'm online every Sunday live with a divine body and mind gathering where we do Tai-Chi, Qigong, having encouraging words and questions and answers, how you can hack your own body to develop your intuition, develop your relationship with yourself so that you're understanding how to optimize your life here on earth as a divine individual. With that, be great, be intentional, and above everything, please be authentically you. Have a great one. Love you guys.